Thought I'd do an update real quick of the sheep. It is Saturday in northwest Arkansas, and we're about to have a doozy of a storm come through. And part of the doozy part is it's 60 degrees today, and it's going to be negative tomorrow or tomorrow night. So we're talking about 40-50 degree drop, and that is rough on animals, people alike, but real rough on animals. Animals are used to a steady degree of weather either way, either hot or cold, but when you change it up like that, it messes with them. And so I'm out here, got new hay going for them. This is a Bermuda bale. This one over here is a, I'll show you when I walk over there, a wheat bale. A friend of mine baled a wheat field to see if his cows would like it. So it has clusters of wheat all up in it, and I'll show you. You just bust open the seeds and you see the wheat in there. But they're really liking it. I put it on its end because it was baled real tight, and we stripped off the dead layer. Yes, you really don't want to do that because the water will soak in the top, but I'm predicting they eat it fast enough that that won't bother it too much. And plus, it's an inferior bale. It's more of an experimental, whereas this, you would never turn this one on its end because of the tight Bermuda grass in it. It would soak up and ruin it. But I'll show you some of that in a second. But I'll show you my project right now is I'm getting this bale that they are done eating on. They've been sleeping on it. And I'm taking loads of it and putting it inside their sleeping quarters in there to give them about a foot off the ground. That way when this all hits, they can go in there, and when they lay down, it'll help a whole lot. There's already old grass and hay in there, but over time it just gets poopy and not wet from rain per se, but just wet from the elements. And so from them walking in and out, tramping in and out. So this will be a fresh layer for them. Show you the babies. Have a couple new ones. These are some of the older ones. This is a nice black and white ram, and a nice, that's a Dorper ram and a Katahdin ram. They should be pretty good because they're enjoying eating. There's another young ram. Here's another pair. This is the triplets that the one of them died. This is the triplets. They're doing great. They're growing like weeds. The mom took both of them and did fine. This here, the one in the chair over here that's about to jump down, and the little black one are, where is she at? This brown ewes right here. And she had real pretty babies, but they're not growing, and so I won't keep the ewe out of that. Some of the ewes I'm keeping back. But that little solid brown one looking at us is a little girl, and her brother's this one with the brown on his nose right here on the far right of the screen. Have 7, including this ewe, that are still due, but I don't have any close, and I'm grateful for that, or I don't think they're close. I think they still have some time. Let me show you why nobody's over here, the wheat in this. Let me see if we can find a good one. There's one on top. Just do it in your hand. And that's all wheat. And so that's, they seem like they really like it. It has some junk in it too. Like I said, it was just an experiment. He had a pasture, and he did some of the pasture so he could see what it would do. More mamas. We call this one Oreo right here. She's one of the few that are actually named. She's due pretty quick. And then I was going to show you the newest babies are over here. Here's some more young ones. That's a young ewe right there. Here's that black and white yin yang ram. And then here's the pair. That's a brother and sister out of this big black ewe. I'm going to keep the little ewe lamb. This one right here. And I'm going to keep this triplet lamb, the solid white one right here. This ram here is beautiful. He's solid black with a little white on his neck. But I was going to show you the one that just had babies, and this one right here are the ones that their babies got killed by the donkeys. Yes, it seems like yesterday, but they already had babies again. Well, one of them did, and the other one's due here pretty quick. See if I can get in front of them so I can actually show you the babies. She's not a skittish mama. She's just leading the pack. And when all the rest of them move, she wants to move. There's my ram that I have right now. He's a white Dorper. My last one, the daddy to all these babies, was a white and a little bit of brown on them Katahdin. and I really like his babies. So we're going to see what this Dorper does. I wanted the Dorper for his thickness. So I'm going to give him one cycle to see what his babies look like. If he can pull some color like this Katahdin did, then I'll keep him. Otherwise, I'll find a bowed up Katahdin. But this little baby here is something. The brown and white one's a girl. She's staying. And then I have a friend that has a herd of St. Croix. And he wants to try something different on his St. Croix. So this fall, he'll be getting this little ram right here. He's solid brown with a white mask on his face. White on his face. He's gorgeous. She's one of my best ewes. She had babies after she lost them to the donkeys. She had babies in 5 months and 2 weeks. So she bred 2 weeks after she had lost her babies. This one here raised one of her girls. Remember, I forget what my wife named her. But she's about to drop again. So she bred with the one baby on her, bred right back. And so, but those are some pretty babies. They are gorgeous. But the little girl looking at us, I'm keeping. And the little boy's going to be a herd sire. And the guy that's getting them usually keeps them for about a year and a half and trades them out. And so in the future, y'all may see him come back. Because after the Dorper does his run, I may bring him back. Because he's out of my best ewe and that wonderful ram I had. Big old ram. And so, and they're about 3 days old. They were big babies. I was grateful. She was huge. I was afraid she was going to have triplets. But she didn't. She just had me two big old twins that are doing great. So they're doing awesome. This ewe right here is new. This big old brown and white Katahdin right here. So I'm looking forward to what she does. She's lightly bred, or she should have them in a couple months. Trying to look around while y'all are looking at this. And my other big Dorper over here by the gate, they're just not listening, so they're not allowed to go across the road anymore, and they're mad. They wouldn't stay in that pasture. They walked all the way down the road, about a quarter of a mile, and started eating in people's yards. And so, actually, the police got called out on me because the neighbors wouldn't come just tell me themselves. And so, they're on lockdown, and I don't blame the neighbors. You don't want animals in your yard, and I just wish they would have came to me personally. But that's fine. They are in here for the duration of the winter. Spring should come in a month or so. But here's the Dorper ram. He's young. He just turned a year. He's looking good. And so by next year, he should really put on some size. 2 little ram lambs out of that ewe in front of this ewe in front of the ram. She did really good. The white one, the back one's already been banded. And the brown and white one was a prettier one, so I kept him a ram. If last year goes like this year, I'll sell quite a few for Passover around Easter time. And so I kept a lot of my rams. I know in the last one, last year I said I was going to band a lot of my rams. And I will if they don't sell for Easter. But the only one that I'm keeping as a ram on purpose is this black and white yin yang ram, this Dorper ram. I'm going to see how he goes. I'm going to see how he goes and go from there. This is going to be a great little ram lamb right here. I just don't want to keep him, but he's out of one of my favorite mamas. This one right here walking away from his butt, and the one behind this one. This doe's new. She's a St. Croix. She's 11 months old. I got her because she had babies too young and she didn't take care of them, and the guy didn't want her no more. He's actually the guy that's getting that little young ram over there on the ground. And I'm not worried about that. She was just too young. She had babies at 11 months, so she got bred at 6 months. And that's why I'm not keeping my young girl ewes in here, is that will happen. But I just sold her baby as a bottle baby, and we'll let her breed back and just have it again. But the boys on both sides of her, this one right here and that one right there, are both wethers, and they'll be going in the freezer here in the next couple weeks. Let me shoo these away from the gate. I don't know why they're over here, but this one will be due. She don't have a nutter yet, so she still has a ways. Y'all get away from the gate. But that was that Dorper I said I have left. Go on, guys. Go on. Go on. Go on. This is my only single for this year. Go. There's Big Mama. She had the 2 brown babies. They're already weaned and gone. This Dorper only had 1, and he is gorgeous. I have another guy that's looking for he just has actually the person that's going to keep my ewe lambs for me, and I'll do a video when I go over there. but it's going to keep my ewe lambs. When it's all said and done, when I get my ewe lambs back in the fall, I'm going to give him this one to breed the couple ewe lambs he has too, and he's going to be nice. My only fault with him is he's a single, and his mama should have had a double. But besides that, he's going to be gorgeous, and he has beautiful hair, wool. But, well, that's his sheep. I'm going to let y'all go. Just want to do an update before the bad weather. We're supposed to get 3 to 4 inches of ice and snow, so it's going to be miserable again for a minute. I'm going to go in and do a video of the baby rabbits, have a lot of them. Going to try to keep them alive through this cold spell, and then hopefully we'll be done. But hope you enjoy watching the videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you haven't hit the like button lately, please do. And I will see y'all in the near future. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Oh, somebody asked how many ewes and rams. I have 1 ram at this time and 25 ewes. Most ewes are already bred or on a cycle, so 1 ram could cover them. If I was taking the ram out and breeding once a year, that'd be too many ewes for a ram. But they're cycling at different times, so 1 ram can cover it fine. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.